Alright, we're in our constructions video. This is our third video. In this assignment, you're going to create a line segment that's twice as long as a given line segment. Well, there isn't a given line segment. You're going to have to make that. So let's start there. Click on our segment tool. Start with our initial point that was given, and we'll create a segment. And when we're at it, let's just go over here and click on the segment with the distance tool so that its distance shows up. As a heads up, whenever you're working on this, it's not a bad idea to, every time you're not doing something, just automatically get used to clicking on the move tool. That way you won't be accidentally making things or deleting things while you're trying to work here. Okay, so next we want to make a line so that we can kind of copy our segment onto it. So I'm going to put a point here, and a point here, go back to my move tool. I don't really want these points to show, and the reason I don't want them to show is because I don't want my line going all over the place. I just want it to sit in one place. I mean, I can grab it, I guess, and move it up and down, but it won't tilt. Alright, so I'm going to make a segment down here on this line that's twice as long as this one. Alright, so I'll choose my compass tool, and I'm going to use the compass tool to mark off the distance, the length of that segment. And I'm going to go down here. I'll actually mark it over here someplace. Alright, so now I've set that there. And I'm going to go up here. I'm going to choose my point tool. And I'm going to mark off the place where our circle intersects with the line. So essentially what we've just done is the previous construction where we created a line segment that's the same as the one we made earlier. And now we want to go ahead and double it. So let's get our compass tool out here. We'll measure again the distance between the 2 points. Go down here. I'm going to mark it right there. So now the distance from here out to the edge of this circle is again the distance between these 2 points. I'm going to mark that off with another point. And now we've got the distance between here to here is 1 segment length. And the distance from here to here is 1 segment length. So altogether, this longer segment is twice as long as the original. And just to make things kind of cleaned up a bit, I'm going to take away the 2 circles, right-click, unclick Show Object. Let's see, let's go back up here to our distance tool. I want to mark the distance between this point and this point, and then between this point and this point, and then from here all the way to here. Go back up to my move tool. I'm going to move the labels a little bit out of the way. Okay. So let's see, we've got from E to F is 3.41, just like up here. From F to G is 3.41, just like there. And together they make 6.81. Now, do you notice anything odd about that? If you do know something odd about that, I want you to write it down in a note somewhere. I'll give you some extra credit for explaining what's wrong there. I'll give you double extra credit if you can figure out why it's happening. Okay, so that's our double line segment. And as I, of course, grab our original segment and shrink it down, 2 parts get shorter, but they still say they're still the same. Okay. And the longer segment is still twice as long. When you turn your work in, what I should see is pretty much what you see here. I should see an original segment with its length labeled. If you wanted to have the points labeled, that'd be fine. You should see down here, I should see down here just a line with 3 points on it. And I should see 2 labels up here that tell me the distance between point 1 and 2 and between 2 and 3. And then I should see a label down here that gives us the distance from the first point to the last point. And I should be able to grab each one and see how they stretch and shrink and so on. All right, good luck.